it's Jen.
And Brad.
And we're here for our week 89 post-op lap band update. And as always, let's start with the numbers. I am 5 foot 4 inches tall. I am looking like a hot mess today. Started this journey at 262 pounds in December of 2012. Had revision surgery at the end of July. I am 5 weeks post-op revision, which is just repositioning the lap band because my band slipped. Last week, I was 169.6. That was the end of the liquid pureed diet. And I am embarrassed to say that this week I am 174, which is, yes, you've added correctly, a 4.4 pound gain.
But we can get into that.
Yes, I know. And I'm taking pills, so please excuse my, these are my horse pills. I have to take 6 of these calcium magnesiums a day.
Yes, I do not.
Yeah, okay.
6 feet tall, starting weight 320. 2 weeks ago, I was 217.6. I didn't weigh in last week because I was out of town at a conference, but this week I am 218.8. So that is a 1.2 gain over those 2 weeks. But I fully understand how I gained that weight. And I own it, and I will then get rid of it.
That's because what is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is my fill. So I'm going to get a fill tomorrow. I was set to get one, I think, a few weeks ago, and I decided at that time I didn't want to. I wanted to try to just see if through just working out and trying to just, keep an eye on what I'm eating, I was going to be able to keep it under control. But then I kind of realized I got a lap band, and it is a tool for a reason. Why would I not want to take advantage of all the tools in my toolkit? So I said, that was stupid. Let me go get a fill. So I'm going to take care of that.
So tomorrow you get your fill. I am 5
And you're
weeks.
about a week away from.
I'm 5 weeks post-op. My fill is next week. But so let's talk about what happened this past week or two, since you haven't been here for 2 weeks.
Sure. You want me to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, so last week, Tuesday through Friday, I was out of town at a conference, and I did that thing that everyone does. Oh, I'll bring my workout clothes, it'll make me feel good. But I actually did work out 2 of the 4 days, so I was happy about that.
Very proud of you.
But the food at the conference was phenomenal, so I still ate lap band appropriate amounts, but I said, oh, well, that looks good, I'm just going to have that or have this. And I think in total wasn't bad, except for that Thursday evening, there was a restaurant that happened to be there, and that's my favorite restaurant in the universe, and I was able to get a reservation, and so I went, and I'm sure that meal in itself was probably at least 5,000 calories or more. It was worth every bite of it, though. And then from there, left to go down to Miami for my niece's birthday, into which cake fell into my life, and pizza fell into my life, and everything fell into my life. So, and then Monday was a holiday, and so I was like, oh, well, let's extend the weekend a little bit, no big deal. But we did work out again starting on Monday.
We tried to be better on Monday.
Yeah, we tried to rein it back in, so we worked out Monday, I worked out yesterday, and so it leads me to today. So, like I said, 1.2 over 2 weeks, I'm not going to beat myself up over it, but I was kind of stupid thinking that I needed to struggle along instead of just getting a fill. So, hopefully that's going to keep me back on track. That's what I got going on for me.
This was my first week of real foods and real exercise. And let's see. Exercise, after taking a month off of doing nothing more strenuous than walking, it sucks. My jogging is awful.
You were struggling a little bit.
Oh yeah, you were watching.
I was with you.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we went running together on Monday, and I'll run ahead to set the pace. And
yeah,
I mean, almost from the start.
No,
you just
not even almost from the start.
Drifting further and further back, and I mean, it wasn't that it was bad. It was just there'd be points where I just started running in place because you were out of my line of sight even, and I didn't like that. So
it was not good.
But it was hard. I mean, we went running at 6 o'clock at night, but still, it had to easily be 90 degrees outside with like 100% humidity. It was hot as balls outside.
I know, but I'm frustrated because before the slip, or before the surgery, I'm sorry, I, was doing about a 10.5-minute mile, depending on the weather. If the weather was really good, it'd be under 10.5. If it was not as good, it would be, still under 11. But no, I was doing, 11 and a half, 12 minutes, and I was just tired, and, it's hard because I haven't worked out in a month, and there's a fine line between being lazy and not pushing yourself and pushing yourself too much because it is the first week back. So I struggled with, am I just being a baby or am I needing to take it slow? So I may have been not, I don't know if I was pushing myself hard enough or not, but I did jog.
I was happy you didn't over push yourself because I didn't want something to happen.
Right, and so I jogged last Wednesday 2 miles, last Thursday 2 miles. We were out of town all weekend, and then I jogged 3 miles with you on Monday. So did that, and then last night I taught a full hour class, and today I taught a half hour class of kickboxing. So my kickboxing is definitely back to where, well, it's not as bad as the jogging is affected. So, but what I have to do is I can't stop. I have to make, I didn't mean to hit you. I have to make sure that I'm jogging at least a bare minimum of twice a week because I can't go, I can't even go, if I go a week without jogging, it just sets me back farther and farther. So I need to just suck it up and just hope that every day, well, after September, it's going to start getting cooler, hopefully.
Keep hoping.
Yeah, I know. Good Lord. Food. Food is delicious. Food
Yes, it is.
is delicious. And so during the 4 weeks of liquid and pureed, I ate the same 6 things over and over again. So it was easier to control the quantity because there's only so much baked potato soup one could eat before you're like, dear God, I can't do anymore. So I was still losing weight during that time, and then as soon as I got back to real food, I was like, oh, I was deprived for a month. I want to chew everything. And then we went to Miami, and I know that especially when we go to Miami, I feel out of control because I don't have access to my home and everything the foods that I have there. And even though I pack it with me, there's just something about the day not being mine to control and the activities not being mine to control that I eat. And so cake fell into both of our mouths, and pizza definitely fell into my mouth, and all sorts of bad stuff fell into my mouth, and it was bad. And so I gained 4.4, and I have nobody to blame but myself, and I'm frustrated because last week I just came on here saying, oh, I pressed the restart button, I'm back to where I was in the very beginning, and now I'm like humbled, and I'm like, I'm a dumbass, and I gained 4.4 pounds. Like, seriously, it's one thing to gain, if I'd gained like a pound, I'd be like, okay, I gained a pound, whatever. 4.4, like that's ridiculous, and that's just stupid. So I'm very disappointed in myself and frustrated, and I don't know. And then part of me tries to look at this, like if this was somebody else that told this to me and it wasn't me, I would say, well, you don't have a working tool right now. Don't be so hard on yourself. But it's just 4.4 pounds in a week. That's just ridiculous. So.
Well, we're going to make smarter choices.
Yeah.
And you got to fill next week, and it's going to come off.
The problem is, and I'm going to be perfectly honest. Oh, and for those of you who wished me happy birthday on Facebook, thank you. That is my fake birthday. I don't put my real birthday on Facebook. My real birthday is this month. So, and I have apparently an inability to celebrate without food. I believe that celebrations, especially for a birthday, you should be happy, and what makes me happier than my family and food? Which is stupid. You would think being, almost 2 years out, I would learn the importance of celebrating without food, but no, I have not learned that yet. So I do know that this month is going to be more challenging because, for my birthday every year we go and we make chocolate, and it is delicious. And if I was smart, I would say, no, we're not going to do that this year, or I'll go make it and not eat it.
There you go. The fun part is the being with the people and making it. I can just take it right away and throw it away.
It's kind of delicious, though. It is really delicious. So
We'll see.
we'll see how that
I might
goes.
have to just slap it right at your face.
And, yes. So I know that this is going to be a challenging month for me. But I hope I hope that the lap band will help me at least keep portions in control, because definitely this weekend I ate a lot. And I don't know, my tool's been broken for so long, basically for most of this year it's been broken. So I can't even, I don't even believe anymore that the lap band's gonna help me lose weight, because I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been losing weight consistently this whole year, and so I forget what it's like to be consistently doing well. So I just hope that it'll work again. I'm just worried. That's what I am. I'm a worrier.
It'll work. You just gotta believe in yourself and just
I
cut
know.
it out a little bit.
And it's going to take some time, because they can't just give me,
Right.
7.
It's not like they're going to give you one magic fill of 8 cc's. It's not going to happen. It's going to take time.
I know, but I feel like I've spent this year trying to get, last year the band was filled properly and everything was working, and then this year I got super stressed out and everything fell apart. So, hoping to get it back. But just, when you get down to this weight, it gets hard to lose the rest of it. And even if I don't lose the rest of it, I just don't want to be in the 170s. When I was 169.6, I was like, this is great. And it's ridiculous how I'm controlled by that scale. That number on that scale defines how my day is going to be. And I saw, when we got back from Miami, I got on the scale Tuesday. I got on the scale Tuesday to give myself the preliminary, what's it looking like, and it was 175, so it was 5.4 pounds, and I was like, holy crap. And yes, that's the appropriate response. But, every little pound just defines whether or not I'm going to be happy for the day or not be happy for the day, and it shouldn't. But it does. And so, and I don't want to get thrown off again, because I know once I start, I feel like 4.4 pounds is a lot to try to get off. And so I don't want to, I get discouraged.
I'm here to support you.
I know, and I love you for that.
Thank you.
So, this upcoming week,
Yes.
I am committed to my 5 to 6 days of exercise, kickboxing and jogging.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I need to meal plan a little more with you, and maybe come up with you cooking some dinners for us this week.
My pleasure.
And I think that's about it for me. What about you?
Doing my working out, getting my fill, and I think we need to remember we can spend time with friends, but it doesn't have to be around eating.
Oh yeah, there was some delicious naan bread. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so hopefully, since we're almost at 15 minutes, we will come back to you next week. Both of us, we need to be big losers. We need to recommit.
Super loser.
And I'm just saying this now, next week I may not be a great week, not because I'm not planning to be on point, but because next week is lady time, and
Lady time. Oh, what a time.
yeah.
I just thought of that.
So I can't be discouraged if that number isn't great next week, although I am going to do all the work. So
Guys, I think I'm going to try to roll out some kind of guy time thing, because we need a guy time thing also. I'm like, oh, yeah, I didn't know it was guy time.
Nice
Need to
try.
do something.
So, we hope you all have a great week. We hope you all are big losers and kick some fat's asses. And we'll see you next week, YouTube.
Bye. Hashtag guy time. What?